all the colors are changing pretty fast. Must be a crazy food news day today. I read this one first. It says, woman faces $500 fine over free apple from Delta flight. A Colorado woman says she's facing a $500 fine from U.S. Customs and Border Protection after she stashed a free apple during her flight home from Paris, according to the KDVR. Can you imagine that? So essentially, from what I understand with the story, she got a free apple, I guess, while she was on the plane just as a snack, and she didn't eat it at the time, she didn't finish it, so she threw it in her bag. It was provided by the airline, so it wasn't that she bought the item, put it in her bag and afterwards, so it was given by the airline, which is the important point. So on the way out, apparently she got randomly inspected, and they found this apple. And basically because of that, she was charged $500 for it, because usually with things like the customs, you're not allowed to bring things like food and stuff over. I guess what made it worse for her was when she was going through the customs, usually when you go through the airport, you have to declare what you're bringing, what you have, and she didn't declare the apple as well, so I guess in that sense it made it look like she's trying to hide something. Maybe that was part of the reason for it too. But it makes me wonder, who would you side in this case? Because again, you have to remember, the apple is not like she bought it, brought it to the plane, so forth. It was provided by the airline. What a messy situation, huh? Not gonna so many people at this time right now. Why is it so windy? I can't get a steady shot. And then this one, I don't even know if it's real. It says, Texas man gets 50-year jail term for stealing fajitas worth $1.2 million. A man in Texas has been handed down a 50-year prison sentence because he stole fajitas worth $1.2 million. A Cameron County court found Gilberto guilty of stealing the fajitas over a period of 9 years. A doctor's appointment in August last year landed the 53-year-old in the county's nest, said local reports. He was arrested in October. That's a lot of fajitas, isn't it? It says Escamilla stole the fajitas from the Darrell B. Hester Juvenile Detention Center where he worked. The Cameron County Juvenile Justice Department does not serve fajitas to any detention center inmate. Yes, Escamilla ordered and received fajitas at a detention center for 9 years, paying for them from the county's funds. Can you believe this, where it says the entire scam costed their country about $1.2 million or so? That's crazy to think about. As to how he got caught, it was related to the doctor's appointment. Apparently he scheduled an appointment and there was a delivery of fajitas that day to the center. And since he wasn't there, I guess one of the other employees were like, we don't serve fajitas here. So then the company's like, what? You've been getting it for all these years though. And that's basically how it uncovered. That's nuts. I guess the question on my mind is, are fajitas that super popular down there? And do people think the sentence justifies what he did as well? 50 years in jail for that at the same time? That's crazy to go on for that long. How about this one for the drones? It says, pilot spots drone near Love Field Airport. Air traffic controllers Love Field warned pilots after a drone was spotted near the airport last night. In audio recordings, a pilot can be heard telling air traffic controller that he spotted the drone on his final descent north of downtown at about 1900 MSL. The air traffic controller relayed the message to other pilots in the area. It then says another Southwest pilot later reported he did not see a drone. Drones are not supposed to fly near airports and should never fly higher than 400 feet. And another thing I was thinking about with that story with the drone in general, like it says you thought you saw a drone where someone else they didn't, like the other pilots. So ultimately, what does that mean? Because you could argue, well, of course that's, you know, worthy to tell people because it was close to an airplane, it could crash into them. Like I would ask, for example, not saying it like it's safe, for example, if somebody did do it, but does that mean anything? If I'm walking by right now and a car literally is what, I don't know, 1 or 2 meters because I'm walking on the sidewalk and they're on the road, does that warrant basically some kind of news alert for that? Like what does it mean eventually? Makes me think this is all just like, you know, oh, let's just find something related to it that's dangerous and, you know, let's post it. To me, it's a little weird in that sense. This is the continuation of what I saw yesterday. I guess they're using that building as their holding area today.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, we're doing Project Blue Book.
Talk about things like drones and permit. This is my example. If you want to do filming like this, then you should get like a permit and stuff like that. That makes more sense because you're taking up the whole space from everyone to actually enjoy it as well. funny, and up there he was kind of freaking out. Whoa, what are you doing with that camera? Like, he thinks I'm paparazzi or something. I was like, don't worry. Like, I understand all this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. Kind of funny how those are the people that are paranoid with the cameras and stuff, just like so far, not the regular public here. Alright, see you guys later.